List of American celebrities who have passed and their cause of deaths. Number 1. Robin McLaurin Williams was born on Saturday, July 21, 1951, in Chicago, Illinois. He was an actor and he died at age 63 by hanging himself with a belt in his closet. Number 2. River Phoenix was born River Jude Bottom in Madras, Oregon. His mother, Arlen Dunetz, a Bronx-born secretary, and his father, John Bottom, a carpenter, met in California in 1968. River Phoenix was an actor and he died at age 23 from drug overdose. Number 3. Bobby Driscoll was a natural-born actor. Discovered by chance at the age of 5.5 in a barber shop in Altadena, California, and then convincing in anything he ever undertook on the movie screen and on television throughout his career spanning 17 years, 1943 to 1960. He died at the age of 31 from drug overdose and he was found weeks after his death. Number 4. Jack Wilde, born September 30, 1952, in Roydon, near Oldham, England. Jack Wilde was discovered by talent agent June Collins, mother of rock star Phil Collins. His breakthrough came when he landed the role of Oliver in the London stage production of Oliver. Jack Wilde died at the age of 53 from throat cancer. Number 5. Jonathan Brandis, born in Danbury, Connecticut, USA, to Greg and Mary. Jonathan Brandis began his career at age 5, acting in several television commercials. He also appeared in small parts in several films and TV shows before his first starring role in the 1990 film The Never-Ending Story 2, The Next Chapter, 1990. He starred in popular films such as Ladybugs, 1992, and starred as Lucas Wallenczak in Steven Spielberg's television series SeaQuest 2032, 1993. After his career stalled for a bit, he was hoping his role in serious drama film Heart's War, 2002, would relaunch it. However, most of his scenes ended up being cut from the finished film. This caused him to fall into a deep depression in which he would drink heavily and tragically end his own life on November 12, 2003 at the age of 27 by hanging himself. Number 6. John Winston, later Ono, Lennon was born on October 9, 1940, in Liverpool, England, to Julia Lennon, née Stanley, and Alfred Lennon, a merchant seaman. He was raised by his mother's older sister Mimi Smith. In the mid-1950s, he formed his first band, the Quarrymen, after Quarry Bank High School, which he attended, who, with the addition of Paul McCartney and George Harrison, later became the Beatles. John was murdered by an obsessed fan by gunshot at the age of 40. Number 7. James Byron Dean was born February 8, 1931 in Marion, Indiana, to Mildred Marie Wilson and Winton A. Dean, a farmer-turned-dental technician. His mother died when Dean was 9, and he was subsequently raised on a farm by his aunt and uncle in Fairmount, Indiana. After grade school, he moved to New York to pursue his dream of acting. He received rave reviews for his work as the blackmailing Arab boy in the New York production of Gide the Immoralist, good enough to earn him a trip to Hollywood. His early film efforts were strictly small roles, a sailor in the Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis overly frantic musical comedy Sailor Beware, 1952, a GI in Samuel Fuller's moody study of a platoon in the Korean War, Fixed Bayonets, 1951, and a youth in the Piper Laurie Rock Hudson comedy Has Anybody Seen My Gal, 1952. He had major roles in only 3 movies. In the Elia Kazan production of John Steinbeck's East of Eden, 1955, he played Cal Trask, the bad brother who could not force affection from his stiff-necked father. His true starring role, the one which fixed his image forever in American culture, was that of the brooding red-jacketed teenager Jim Stark in Nicholas Ray's Rebel Without a Cause, 1955. George Stevens' filming of Edna Ferber's Giant, 1956, in which he played the nonconforming cowhand jet rink who strikes it rich when he discovers oil, was just coming to a close when Dean, driving his Porsche Spider race car, collided with another car while on the road near Chelam, California on September 30, 1955. He had received a speeding ticket just 2 hours before. At age 24, James Dean was killed almost immediately from the impact from a broken neck. His very brief career, violent death and highly publicized funeral transformed him into a cult object of apparently timeless fascination. Number 8, Heath Ledger was born on the 4th of April 1979, in Perth, Western Australia, to Sally Ramshaw, a teacher of French, and Kim Ledger, a mining engineer who also raced cars. His ancestry was Scottish, English, Irish, and Sephardi Jewish. Heath Ledger first came to the attention of the public in 1999. It was all too easy to tag him as a pretty boy and an actor of little depth. He spent several years trying desperately to sway this image, but this was a double-edged sword. His work comprised 19 films, including 10 Things I Hate About You, 1999, The Patriot, 2000, A Knight's Tale, 2001, Monsters Ball, 2001, Ned Kelly, 2003, The Brothers Grimm, 2005, Lords of Dogtown, 2005, Brokeback Mountain, 2005, Casanova, 2005, Candy, 2006, I'm Not There, 2007, The Dark Knight, 2008, and The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus, 2009. He also produced and directed music videos and aspired to be a film director and died at the age of 28 from drug overdose. Number 9. Anna Nicole Smith was born on November 28, 1967 in Houston, Texas, USA. She was an actress and producer, known for Naked Gun 33 and 1/3, The Final Insult, 1994, Be Cool, 2005, and Illegal Aliens, 2007. She was married to J. Howard Marshall II and Billy Smith. She died on February 8, 2007 in Hollywood, Florida, USA. She died at the age of 39 from drug overdose. Number 10. Kurt Cobain was born on February 20, 1967, in Aberdeen, Washington, and became a well-known musician and formed a band named Nirvana. On April 8, Kurt's body was found in his Seattle home. In his arms was a shotgun, which had been fired into his head. Near him laid a suicide note written in red ink. It was addressed to his wife Courtney Love and his daughter Frances Bean Cobain. 2 days after Kurt's body was discovered, people gathered in Seattle. They began setting fires, chanting profanities, and fighting with police officers. They also listened to a tape of Courtney reading sections of the suicide note left by Kurt. The last few words were, I love you, I love you. He died at the age of 27.